Hello and welcome. I'll show you how to activate your RCA IP phone system. If you have not yet activated your phone, you'll need to first create an account. Click on Continue here to build a new phone system. Enter in your company name, your first name, and your last name, and then your email ID. Your email ID will be used as your username the next time you log into your account. And then create a password that only you will know. Press Create Account. On this page, you can see some of the standard features that are available with the RCA IP phone system, as well as some add-on features. At the top of the screen, you'll notice a progress bar to indicate your progress as you create your account and activate your phone. You can click here for a summary of rates and features. Press Continue. On this screen, you're asked to enter the MAC address and the serial number found on the back of each of your phones. The MAC address will appear on a sticker on the back of the phone, at the top of the phone, and the serial number on a sticker at the bottom of the phone. Enter the MAC address into this field. And enter the serial number into this field. And then finally, select from which retailer you purchased this phone. On this screen, you can choose the display name that will appear on the LCD display of the phone. Notice that there's a limitation of 13 characters. So if you need to truncate your first name as your first initial or your last name, please do so. Then select an extension. You can select extensions from 100 up to 599. So whatever extension you'd like to assign to this user, select it here. Next, enter the first name for use in the on-screen directory and the last name. Press Continue. At this point, you have the option to activate another phone. If you've got multiple phones in your business, then press Yes and activate a second phone and a third phone, etc. For purposes of example, we'll press No and Continue. Now you're asked to set a location for the phone. It's important that you give us the right location information for your phone. If ever you need to call emergency services, 911, we would need to ensure that we can send emergency services personnel to the right address. So it's important that you register your phone with the correct location. And before you proceed from this page, you are required to read and understand the 911 policy. You can choose to print the 911 policy by clicking here. After you've read and understood it, check this box and press Continue. Now enter the location for this phone. You can give the location a name. If you've got a multi-location business, you can choose to name it the New York office, the PA office, the home office, etc. Enter the street address. The floor number. The unit, for instance, the suite, the room, the apartment, and then the unit number, and then the city, state, and zip. And press Continue. Now you're asked to select a primary telephone number for your company. This doesn't necessarily have to be the phone number for the user and the phone you're activating right now. You can pick a primary phone number for your company, and then later you'll have the option to pick individual phone numbers for individual users. If you want to use an existing number, select this radio button. If you want to pick a new number, you can press here. To get a new number, first select the state, then the area code, and then choose from the available list of numbers. Now you have the option to have a digital receptionist answer calls to this number. A digital receptionist allows calls to be transferred automatically to an extension without the need for a person to answer the call. It's a digital receptionist that will answer all your calls and then allow the caller to choose to which party they want to be connected. We'll select yes to have a digital receptionist answer calls to this number. Press continue. Now you'll notice that I've got a user called Frank Smith at extension 101, and now I will select a phone number for Frank Smith. Again, I'll get a new number. Select the area code and the telephone number. Now I've associated this phone number with Frank Smith's extension at 101. I could remove that or change that later if I want to. On this page, you can choose to activate additional digital receptionists. You can choose to have call groups. That way you can have incoming calls to a specific number ring a group of employees, either in a pattern or have all of the numbers ring the entire group at once. Call redirect will allow you to redirect all incoming calls to your business to another phone number in the event that there's a reason to redirect all of your calls automatically. A toll-free number, if you want to have toll-free services so your customers can call you toll-free. Cell twinning. Cell twinning allows your desk phone, your RCA IP desk phone, to ring simultaneously with your mobile phone, and you can choose to answer the call on either device. Or digital fax. Send and receive fax messages to and from any email address, anytime, anywhere, on virtually any device. You'll notice some of these are included free with your service, and some have an extra charge. And if you want to add any of those now, simply select the corresponding yes in the corresponding column. I'll leave this as no for now and then press continue. This page will summarize your charges. You'll see that the line charge for the extension in line is $19.95 per month per line, and that's a promotional rate. After the first 12 months, it will increase to $24.95. And there is a Federal Communications charge of $2.40 per line. Press continue. Now let's enter your billing address and your payment information. You can use the existing address as your billing address. And for your payment information, enter the name on your card, the card type, card number, the ID, the expiration date. And then be sure to check that you authorize the use of this card for the payment of recurring charges. Next, read the terms and conditions. You're asked to scroll all the way through to the bottom before you can proceed. You can choose to print the terms and conditions by pressing this button here, and then make sure that you check that you agree to the terms and conditions and the acceptable use policy. And then press activate. And it's as simple as that. In about 5 minutes or less, you'll receive an email with instructions on how to power cycle your phone and start it up, and then you'll be able to make and receive calls. And if at any time you have questions, call the RCA IP phone service line at 1-877-997-9000. Thank you.